Well, here we go. 2 more contestants couldn't even pass the first test. When is this going to end?
But we keep getting paid to do it. So I wouldn't ask too many questions if I were you. And anyway, how hard is it for you to just bury the bodies?
You know, you're right. It's just our job. And by the way, let's go to lunch now.
It's so weird. For some reason, I can see myself from above, which can only mean one thing. I've become a ghost.
Whoa.
But how is that even possible? Those guards probably weren't kidding when they said it would cost us a lot to lose. And by the way, they buried Mikey right next to me. So I'm hoping he became a ghost. Mikey, get out of here.
What?
We're in big trouble now. And by the way, I'm glad you got destroyed too.
No way!
It'll be a lot easier for the 2 of us to survive.
JJ, did you see that? Just now, one of the guards just took one and walked right through me. That's so cool. Now we can do whatever we want. And by the way, why don't we make bunkers?
Mikey's right. We need a place where we can be safe.
Yes!
Well, that's it. The billet of my house is in place. But I don't like this gray color, so I'll replace it with blocks of blue color. And I wish I could use diamonds or at least gold this time.
Oh, no!
And I'm really curious to see what Mikey comes up with. Okay, now everything looks great.
Woohoo!
Except I have a little problem. It's that I don't have any furniture, and Mikey doesn't have any either. So we're gonna go hunting. Mikey, I have a really great offer for you.
What?
I understand you've already done everything but the furniture. So let's steal it from the employees of this place.
Whoa!
How's that sound?
Look, that's just genius.
Booyah!
No one can just spot us anyway. So we can take out all the furniture we can find. I hope we have enough.
But we should still be careful,
Seriously?
because in case someone here has a ghost tracking device. Although that's highly unlikely.
Yeah.
So we take what we see, and then we come back.
I even like being a ghost now, because we can get revenge on all the people who invented these horrible games. I think they'll be very surprised when they realize they have no more furniture.
Booyah!
The problem is that there's pretty little on this floor. And if you accept the fact that we have 2 houses, we don't have enough furniture. So I suggest we look elsewhere later.
Hey, I feel like we've been able to put together a fair amount of furniture. So let's just go back to our homes and see how many rooms we can furnish.
What the?
Mikey, we got a problem. Who'd have thought that Big Doll could see ghosts after all? It didn't react to us when we flew here. We need to get out of here as fast as we can.
And something tells me we'd better stay out of those laser beams.
Yes!
Because even though we're ghosts, they can damage us. And by the way, it looks like we escaped.
Mikey's right. Now that scary doll won't attack us. So I can start setting up my house in peace.
Phew!
And I need to figure out where I should start. It seemed to me that the best solution would be to do the kitchen first,
Yes!
because then I don't want to do it. And it's a good thing I have enough furniture for this room. And I want to have a lot of nightstands along the wall. I'm going to be cooking a lot. And I need a good stove and an exhaust hood, because my house is underground and the ventilation is bad. And when we stole all this stuff, I didn't think I'd have much furniture at all. But in the end, it's going really well.
Whoa!
And by the way, I still have to figure out how to get back into my body.
Oh.
In the meantime, I'm just gonna do what I enjoy. I'll still visit Mikey from time to time, because I'm curious to see how he's gonna set up his house. He's doing pretty good so far.
Hey!
Just as I thought, I got the kitchen done pretty quickly.
Booyah!
So the final pieces are left. And of course, I need a lot of chairs here, because I always want to sit in different places. And to keep my floor from spoiling, I'm going to cover it with a hay rug. So today, I have blue as my main color. And to tell you the truth, I like it. Why did I always just use red?
JJ, don't you think we could use our powers for good? We're just about to start one of our trials. So if we help, fewer players will be wiped out.
I agree with you. But let's just look at passing for now.
Seriously?
Because I think they're doing a pretty good job themselves. No, they're not doing so well. How much is left?
There's only one player left. So if he goes down too, they'll definitely wipe everyone out. JJ, You remember where he's supposed to jump, right? So just show him the spot and he can get through.
I guess my head decided to make up ghosts out of sheer fear. They also tell me where to jump. It's weird, but so far they're right about everything. Where do I go from here?
Well, he better think we're just a figment of his imagination, because he's still doing what we tell him to do. And look, we've managed to turn him into a winner. That's so cool.
I'm glad it worked out for us too. But now it's better if we go back to our homes. The guards might get suspicious after all. And if they find our bodies, they'll destroy us for sure.
Okay, well, now I'll have more time to finish my whole house. And something tells me my next room will be the bathroom, because I've always liked it. I'm so glad I was able to steal the big jacuzzi tub. When I'm alive again, I can enjoy it as much as I want. But in the meantime, I have to get it all set up. And flying helps me a lot with that. I also really don't like having so many bats in my house. When I finish this, I'm going to exterminate them all. By the way, for some reason, I'm gonna have 2 sinks. But that's no big deal. And all in all, I've got the bathroom almost done. All I have to do is to put more cabinets to store everything I need for the bathroom. I'm still thinking about the carpet, whether it's necessary. It's gonna be redundant though. Flowers, on the other hand, would be nice.
Yes!
Because I like the rooms to be cozy and pretty. By the way, Mikey never adds any of that stuff. Maybe I should pay him a visit. And in the meantime, I got just the perfect bathroom.
Booyah!
It's awesome. Now it's time for me to set up the rest room.
Yes!
But something's been bugging me, just as I thought. Someone managed to find our bodies after all.
Oh, no!
I have to tell Mikey right away. And why would they want our bodies in the first place?
What the?
Wait, Mikey's body is right in the main room. Mikey, you need to stop doing whatever it is you're doing right now. Because we got a big problem.
Seriously?
The guards stole our bodies.
I can't believe this could happen. What are we gonna do now? Are you sure we can get our bodies back? We're ghosts after all.
I think we're gonna be okay. And you've already noticed where your body is, right? It's just awful. Why are you on fire? And by the way, I think my body's lying around here somewhere. But why would they do that?
JJ, put your body out as fast as you can. Because if it burns, you can't be a ghost anymore.
Can't go on like this. So we need to secure our graves.
Yeah.
And if anyone comes to steal from us again, I'll give them a real scare. And I'm sure as hell going to do it. And now that my real body is safe, I can get back to my old business. After all, I still have a lot of rooms to organize. And until I'm done, I don't plan on getting out of here. Now it's time for the living room.
Booyah!
But I don't think I'm gonna have guests in here. It's more of a comfortable room for me to watch television and play games. I was also lucky enough to find a large television. The most important thing is to put the television at a comfortable distance for me.
Whoa!
And if I also had a game console, that would be just fine. On the other hand, there's nothing stopping me from just stealing it. If I get tired of movies or shows, I have little shelves of books in here. I may not really like to read, but I have to find something to entertain myself. Reading will be one of them. And by the way, I can still make a gym for myself. That would definitely take up a lot of my time. But for now, I should just focus on this room.
Yes!
Well, that's it. I've got a really nice room. And there's even gonna be a rocking chair. I really like it.
Yes!
Now it's time for the bedroom suite.
Yes!
After all, I've done so much already, but I've forgotten all about the foundation. So I need to get this place set up quickly. And by the way, being a ghost, I don't really want to sleep. So I don't even know why I have this room. But I'm still hoping that I'll be able to come back to my real body, and then I'll be able to use all the rooms. That's why I put the couch in here. And honestly, Mikey and I should have done our houses together, because it takes me a long time to set up all the rooms. I used to be able to do it in half a day, but at least this house will be done exactly the way I want it, because for some reason, Mikey decided to do it in red this time. But I wanted something different, so my whole house is gonna be blue. By the way, I'm almost done. All I need to do is put in more cabinets and shelves, because I'm gonna be storing a lot of stuff in here.
Yes!
And I still wonder how much furniture we stole. Except we were stealing from bad people, so we were basically doing a good deed. Also, I need to think about how we can stop these Squid Games. Because there are too many people being destroyed. I should discuss it with Mikey, though. There's nothing I can do alone. As I thought, I did get a little bored doing the same thing. So now, I'm planning on making a secret passage to Mikey's house. I won't be using it just yet, but it's gonna be useful soon. All because I decided to do a prank for him. I think Mikey's getting a little bored too, so he could really use a little emotion. And then we're gonna go back to fixing up our house like we used to.
Yes!
That's it. I was able to do it very quickly. Now it's time for me to fly over to Mikey's and see how he's doing.
What?
Mikey, it's been a long time. I've got a house almost ready, so you can take a look at it. And by the way, now we have a passageway.
Who'd have thought you could even make a passageway between our houses? It's actually very convenient because we won't have to go outside all the time.
Yes!
I think for now, you can continue to set up your rooms and I'll set up mine. I still have a lot of work to do, and why don't I make a medical office now? I've always wanted one. And I honestly wouldn't have thought that in such a horrible place, I'd find so many devices for treating people.
Whoa!
Except I still don't understand why the guards need them. Do they really live here?
Huh?
By the way, my room isn't that big,
No.
so I won't be putting a lot of beds. I don't need a lot of beds though, because I'm only willing to treat Mikey here. And that's if he pays me well. I also need lots of large shelves with documents and personal files.
Phew!
I don't know why, but I'm gonna have one. I just hope no one gets sick in here. And by the way, can ghosts ever get sick?
No. Woohoo!
That's it. I think I did just fine.
Booyah!
But there's still something missing. Right. I need to put up some screens. Now my room will definitely look like a medical office. It's gonna be a little while before I can do a prank for Mikey. In the meantime, I better make sure everything's in place and move on. That's it. I think I'm done with the med room. And it wasn't that easy. Now I've got the library coming up. And this is a really cool place because I've always loved being in the library. And I feel like I could turn this room into not only a reading room, but a classroom for classes.
Whoa!
Because in the library, you can always find a lot of different knowledge. I even have a board, which is pretty cool. And I'm gonna put some books up high. I don't think I'll ever read them, but they might come in handy anyway. What else am I gonna do here? By the way, I'm getting bored with room by room again. So I really want to do a prank for Mikey. And to do that, I'm gonna need a lot of water balloons. Basically, I have them, and to keep good track of time here, I'll put a large floor clock against one of the walls.
Whoa!
I think that's cool. I also want to decorate the library with lots of plants. It will make it easier to breathe.
Huh? Whoa!
It looks like there's no more room in this library, so I'm gonna call it a night. And of course, I want to put a blue rug in here. That way this room will be even more cozy. I'm so good at decorating. Now it's gonna look exactly the way I wanted it to.
Yes!
And for now, I don't want to set up any more rooms. So I'm gonna fly over to Mikey's and give him a prank.
Oh!
And then I'm gonna get my strength up and keep going.
Hey!
I really hope Mikey isn't doing anything yet and is just resting somewhere.
Yes!
Because that way I can get him to trust me more easily. And then I'm gonna flood his house.
Hey, JJ, what are you doing at my house? Wait, don't tell me you're gonna throw water all over my house. Get out of here right now.
no!
You have no idea how much effort I've put into this.
I know exactly how much effort you've put into this.
Seriously?
That's why there's no way I'm leaving here. Okay, I think I did the perfect Mikey prank.
Booyah!
So now I can finish decorating my house in peace. Because I don't have a lot of rooms left.
Oh.
And because I've been wanting to make a gym for myself for a very long time. So now is definitely the time to do it. And I've got a lot of gym equipment. So I'm gonna get to work. Of course, I should start with entertainment. Because after a hard workout, I would love to play table soccer. Problem is, I'm here alone. Oh well, I'll call Mikey from time to time. But to keep myself in shape, I need a lot of different exercise equipment. And of course, there's gonna be a treadmill. I can use it to keep me fit. And then I'll do barbell exercises. I had this room set up really quickly, but the floor is too slippery. So I'm gonna add a rug. And this is where I want it to be red. I think it's much better. Now all I have to do is set up the warehouse, because I plan on living here for a long time. And for that, I need some supplies. And I've stolen enough to last me for years. I'm also glad this stuff won't spoil, because my house is underground and the temperature is lower than outside. And by the way, I hope Mikey has a food supply, because I'm not sharing with him. And actually, to be happy about all this, I'd have to be alive first. But so far, I have no idea how I could do that. Without magic, Mikey and I can't really come back to life. What a lot of fruit and veggie barrels I have. Even if I eat only them, I have enough for a year, or even 2.
Yes!
So I've got a real bunker.
JJ, don't you think there's something weird going on outside? So let's take a look at it. And something tells me we're gonna have a lot of problems ahead of us.
Oh no!